Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's been a while, man, since I made a video, but here I am. We're getting into Flagstaff, Arizona. I'll be getting on the Infiniti G35 project. I got an oil pan. I got some exhaust manifolds. I also got some headers that I think might work with an LS block and the Infiniti G35, but I will be getting on that as soon as I can. Hopefully everybody's doing good over the coronavirus. Like you guys, I told you before, I live in Las Vegas. I was in quarantine. Actually, I was working the 3 months. For you guys that don't know, I'm a craps and roulette dealer on the Las Vegas Strip, and we were closed down, but I was still working. I told you guys I can weld, and I was welding fences, and hopefully at the end of this video I'll put some of the pictures up of the stuff that I was doing while we're supposed to be in quarantine, I guess. But we're on our way. I'm doing back again what I used to do before I got into the Infiniti, is buying and selling cars. I was online. I found I got a lead on this kid who has some trucks that his dad left him. I'm not really sure the detail, but I'm going down there to buy a 1952 GMC, all original. It's been in a barn, one of his dad's barns, and I'm also buying a 1961 Chevy Apache. They're both short beds. They're both step sides. Really neat trucks. Bring them back to Vegas, get them cleaned up, get them ready, and then reselling them, as soon as I can. If I look like hell, it's because I loaded my truck, went and got my trailer last night, hooked up, loaded everything. I changed the oil in I was out in my garage till like 3 in the morning, getting ready to drive to to Farmington, New Mexico. The one good thing is, I don't know if I mentioned to you before, but I grew up with 7 uncles. One of them lives in Farmington. He is the welder that I mailed the oil pan to so he could weld it for me after I cut it. Because I'm so busy that it was just easier for me to mail it to him, and he welded it up for me and sent it back. But that's where we're heading. So luckily tonight we're just going to drive down there and go straight to my uncle's house and go to sleep. And in the morning we're supposed to go meet this kid named Matt, who's got 3 or 4 trucks on his property, but I am going to buy 2. That's if they're not really rotted out. He says they're not. They look great on the picture. On the pictures, the 52 Chevy looks it's a GMC. It's got everything, every hubcap, every button, everything you could think of. But so we're heading down there. We should be getting there pretty late tomorrow. But today is Wednesday. We're gonna go down there. I'm just gonna spend the night at my uncle's house, get up, go to the guy's house, pick up the vehicles, or one of them, pay him, take both titles, and then I gotta come back. Today is July 1st. Then I got stuck working on the Strip, and so I gotta work the 4th of July weekend, but I'll be off 3 days next week, or 5 days, Monday through Friday, and I gotta come back to Farmington, which will be another video probably, and pick up the 61 Chevy Apache that's if I buy both of them. If I feel that they're both great shape, But the 52 I am buying for sure, no question about it. I love those trucks. I've wanted one forever. I might want to keep it. Not sure if I want to keep it or not. I know me, if the price is right, I'll let it go. But it's a beautiful truck. Another thing, I was built to be in quarantine, people. It was just easy for me because I was doing side jobs for people I used to work with, and other people, just a lot of fence work. Being at home in my garage, isn't really quarantine to me. It's like a blessing. And still, I was so busy making money welding that I didn't even get around to the Infiniti. It was every day. And then when we were clear to leave the state the day before Mother's Day, I drove all the way to Clinton, Texas, my hometown, to surprise my mom for Mother's Day. And then I got stuck there 3 weeks welding fences and making gates and all kinds of stuff. I will post pictures at the end of this video so you could see all that stuff that I was doing, just so I could show you that I really can weld. And one of these days, hopefully I'll be welding something for the Infinity or so you guys can see. But that's all. I was just coming down, like I said, 2 trucks, 1952 Chevy, and 1952 GMC and 1961 Chevy Apache. All right, well, we'll get back with you when we get down the road more, so we could show you some footage when we get to some other towns. We're in Flagstaff, Arizona. I just thought I'd video for you guys that have never been to Flagstaff, Arizona. Flagstaff is about, I think, 80 or 100 miles from the Grand Canyon. We'll be going through Gallup, New Mexico also, okay? Right now, people, the coronavirus is hitting everywhere, and I'm still driving to to Farmington to buy these trucks. Like I said, before I even got into YouTube and everything, me and an ex-girlfriend that I was with for many years, I did this all the time. I've been bringing my daughters since they were... It's my camera crew, people. My camera crew in the back, who's not looking at anything but her phone.
I'm the cameraman.
Does she have her headphones on or what? Oh, okay. She's got her headphones on, you know. But I'm back doing what I love to do the most, and that was finding old cars and bringing them back to Vegas. Like I said, before I got on YouTube and all that, me and an ex-girlfriend who helped me out a lot, she helped me with my daughters quite a bit and helped me a lot with the car stuff. The way all this started actually was I bought a car for her son so we could restore it together. He found no interest in it whatsoever, and it just snowballed into what it is today. And we probably had 50 cars that I went and bought over some years. But in 2017, when my life changed, I guess, we split up. It took a hold for a while, you know. But anyways, we're going to next town is Gallup. Gallup is having a huge corona outbreak, where my uncle was telling me to get there, fill up before you get there, because you cannot stop there. You have to go straight through. Nothing's open, and it's apparently and Arizona, actually New Mexico, Gallup. Every time I've come to visit my uncle, which has been years, because he's gone to visit me, and I've seen him at family functions, weddings, and whatnot. Flagstaff is, or all this drive, or New Mexico to me has always just been a beautiful state. Arizona, just the mountains, the red rocks. I mean, everything about New Mexico I've always liked. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Albuquerque and Santa Fe, you got to go to Santa Fe or come down here to Flagstaff. I mean, it's always been really nice. But there's a big outbreak in Gallup. Gallup is home to a lot of Native Americans. I mean, if you ever go to Gallup, you see a lot of Native Americans, and you can tell they look like Native Americans. You know, my daughters, I told them, Indians, whoa, we gotta stop here, whoa, 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 whoa. Almost thought I was gonna rear end them. There's still reservations out in Gallup. We're gonna go down Highway 666, which I've never been comfortable driving down Highway 666. The first time I ever drove down Highway 666, you guys don't know this, but when I was 19, I drove from my hometown of Clint, Texas to Anchorage, Alaska. Lived down there for a few years, drove back, and you know, so forth, so on, and I'm in Vegas now for 20 years. But Gallup is a really hot spot for the coronavirus, and I'm gonna go right through it because I wanted to get these trucks. Look at that farmer put a giant Trump sign on his. That has to belong to a farmer that was able to put it on his. He might have done it himself. we're getting to Gallup, and apparently I didn't know this. I strictly watch YouTube and Netflix and Amazon Prime and all that stuff. I don't ever watch TV anymore. I watch the World Nightly News on YouTube, and so I really don't know. I didn't know that apparently there's a huge breakout in Gallup, like where everything's shut down, and my uncle's like, fill up the truck before you get there, and then don't stop there whatsoever, he said. But I really didn't know that I was, taking this big of a risk. But look at those mountains. That's neat. So anyways, the whole town of Gallup, New Mexico is shut down because of the coronavirus. I mean, maybe I sound dumb, like that I didn't really know. I really didn't. Like I said, I just watch the world news. I really don't. But everything's open.
Sizzler's not that bad.
It doesn't look like it's shut down to me.
Yeah, it's not.
I guess there's just a tremendous amount of cases here. These guys aren't Harleys. They don't care. I can't go in the store and film like I was putting gas,
Really?
And really? Yes, I was. You were there, remember? But...
Oh.
What the fuck? I can't go in the stores and film, but it's really... I don't know, it's just neat to really see... a lot of Native Americans, like real Native Americans, to see them working in stores, or I guess they own the stores, I don't know, but it's really cool. Well, I made it to my uncle's house. We're here. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll get up and go down to this guy's house and get loaded up and pick up that truck, and you guys will see what's going on. But this is my uncle that welded the oil pan for me when I mailed it to him, and then that's it. But we're gonna go inside and have some beers and get something to eat and call it a night. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just getting up, leaving my uncle's house. Kind of slept in there a little too late, but I'm heading down to this guy's house. He said he's only like 15 minutes from where my uncle lives, but we're gonna head down there and see what's going on. Check out these trucks and go from there. Like I said, we're outside of Farmington, or in Farmington, whatever, but we're just driving through all these back roads. I found these trucks out here, and I'd been wanting to come get them. So if they both look really good, the goal is to buy both of them, take the titles, and he's gonna let me leave one here, and then I'm gonna come back and take one of them back to Las Vegas. And I'm off 5 days starting Monday, and I'm supposed to come back and get it and spend some time with my uncle and go up to Durango, Colorado, which is like 40 miles from here. Beautiful. If you ever have a chance to go to Durango, Colorado, it's pretty damn nice. But just thought I would video being out here in the country. It's pretty nice.
Hey! This is feel like teenage fever. I'm not scared, she ain't neither.
Bruh.
Wait till
Well, we got it loaded. We're heading back to Las Vegas. It's 2:37, so we probably won't be there till, if we're lucky, 10 o'clock at night. Not sure when I'm gonna unload it, if I'm gonna unload it today or not today or tomorrow, you know what I mean. But truck's loaded. 61 Chevy Apache. As far as I know, they're pretty rare because of that hood they got. I know the Chevy emblem on top, they don't even make that, and it's probably worth $300, just to somebody who really needed it. But we're locked up and we're loaded, getting ready for the long drive back to Vegas. Had a good night with my uncle. Too bad I couldn't stay longer, but it's what you do when you go find something, pick it up and head back. But hopefully I'll fire up the camera maybe when we're getting to Vegas, and then see what happens. Long drive, people. Long drive. We're back in Vegas. It's almost 1:53 in the morning. Long drive to New Mexico. But I got the truck. I don't know if I'll even make any videos on working on it. I sometimes I just sell them like that, and since I'm in Vegas, there's a bigger market, and somebody will give me what I want for it, a little more, a little less, but as long as I make a profit, then I get rid of it and move on to the next one. But I'm hoping to, like I said, have the Infinity project going, and I'm hoping to have a video on that here pretty soon. But hey, back in Vegas, 61 Chevy Apache, loaded, heading home. Well, I'm back at home. Long drive to go all the way down there and back. I got to see my uncle though. Here it is, a 1961 Chevy Apache. Short bed step side. It's got a 283 in it. I don't think it's the original engine. It's a manual transmission. Pretty nice truck. Just, overall, pretty decent shape for it being, as old as it is. But I'm just gonna resell it. I mean, I'd like to keep it. It crossed my mind, but like I can't even finish the Infinity, and then I'm gonna keep something else. But overall, pretty nice truck. Not a lot of major rust. Just that fender's really bad. But I already online with somebody, and they got the parts for this truck, so I might drive down there to California on Monday and pick them up. But it was a long drive to New Mexico and back, but let's look at the Infinity here, which I should be making a video after this one. Here's the engine. I got some exhaust manifolds on it, oil pan, motor mounts, hopefully Infinity. I told you I went down there to get two trucks. The other one, the 52 Chevy, it was in a lot worse shape than I wanted. So I just told them that I was going to take that one and then go from there. And hopefully, after I'm done with this video, I'll get on to making the video for this one and have that engine in and everything, and checking all the motor mounts and all the stuff that we need to go over and make parts for. So when I just slap in a 5.3 or a 6.0. But what else was I going to say? Yeah, that used to be the main thing I used to do, is go and buy and sell cars. I mean, I owned probably, or had 50 Camaros at one time. That's my fourth Chevy truck. But I'll probably put in some videos too on what I was doing while we were in quarantine. I was working still, making fences right here in my garage and installing them, painting them. I'll probably throw some pictures of that in there just so you guys could see what I was doing. And maybe even throw some old pictures that I had that when I wasn't really, when I didn't have a YouTube channel or posting stuff on my Facebook. I'll maybe throw some pictures of other projects I had in the past that I bought and sold or got rid of. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video, and please subscribe, and I appreciate everything. And you guys that keep bringing in the comments, thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Thanks, guys.